Today's November 3rd, 2023. It's around 12 midnight. As I'm uploading videos to the WPAI Twitter, somebody came by me, started coughing. So they always do that. I'm a homeless Nigerian transsexual. They've been having the police attack me, and somebody just walked past me and was coughing. So I'm experiencing biological attacks. I'm here by Leonard and Church Street. I'm charging my phone. If I try to use the bathroom, they harass me, make all kinds of false ruses to try to get me killed. I'm a human rights activist. My friend Endangerd was killed while he was trying to help me with court papers, and I've made reports against this Eric Adams. I was vacated by the city of New York, and I contacted him because under the settlement agreement by the city of New York signed for people vacated, under the lawsuit filed by the legal aid in the 1990s, they're supposed to provide private hotel room for anybody vacated, like me. And refused to provide me a hotel room, but it provides it to black Americans that vacated. Some black Americans were vacated in the Bronx due to a fire, and they provided a motel room. And I've been contacting him on social media. I'm a human rights activist. I've been calling him out on his SSS. And now that they said his campaign manager got raided, and he had to flee Washington to come back to New York, allegedly. I don't know what purpose, it was, why his presence would be needed. Was he trying to obstruct the FBI investigation on the case? Because they said he allegedly called white crackers and said he was kicking their crackers' asses while he was a member of the NYPD. And now that he's become mayor, I'm getting attacked, I'm getting accosted. I'm a human rights activist, and I'm an African, I'm a Nigerian transsexual. So they believe, due to the historical hostility between black Americans and Africans, whereby some black Americans believe Africans sold them to slavery, and some of them, when they have power, used to try to use it against Africans, and now that Eric Adams seems to be in trouble, I always experience a lot of retaliation. Because he's a member of the NYPD police for many years, and he has a close relationship with the NYPD. So, I've been getting jumped. I'm a human rights activist. I've called Eric Adams out of his SSS. I reported him to the New York Times when he was borough president of Brooklyn. I've done a lot of YouTube videos calling him out of his SSS. So my life is in danger. I'm being set up. It's black American police across me, harass me, and the NYPD, other NYPD also joined up different races. So they don't let me use the bathroom at the Washington Market Park at the Pier 25. They try to get me killed. They've already feigned mental illness on me. My mother's daughters in America, Bolanley and Flora, they were born in America. They took advantage of my mother while she was sick. Feigned mental illness on her. My mother's a Nigerian. She's not proficient in American English. And got the Bellevue Hospital to move my mother to the psych ward. And my mother didn't want to go to psych ward and got her killed that way. And I couldn't get justice for her. I filed a lawsuit for her on her behalf while she was dead, and the NYPD, also feigned mental illness on me. They were having a guy that would touch me unwantedly, like sexually. On July 23rd, 2019, after an African guy in Harlem, some days after an African guy in Harlem was throwing water at the police, a Senegalese guy, someone of African descent, the police retaliated against me. Had this male that always comes to bother me. It was touching me unwantedly on Bay Ridge and 4th Avenue in Brooklyn around 8 p.m. Trump was doing the immigration raid around that time, 2019. The police camera was recording. I was touching me unwantedly and sexually, and I was complaining, and the NYPD joined up and knocked me to the ground, put me in handcuffs, choked me with their nail. Bystanders was recording, and they went and dumped me in the NY Psychiatric Hospital in Brooklyn, and left all my belongings on the sidewalk. I lost my green card. My green card was stolen. A lot of my important properties has been stolen. So I'm out here, immigrant without no ID, and they're brutalizing me, and they're trying to get me killed in the bathroom. And this Eric Adams has been saying he expects a black person to be killed soon. And since he became mayor, he's been orchestrating his police to be removing homeless like me from the street into the psych ward. My mother's daughters killed her that way by feigning mental illness on her. My mother's daughters were they were here in America. They were born here in America, and the famous titles of my mother and killed her that way. And my mother felt they were trying to kill her for insurance money. And after they killed her, they stole her property in her storage, keep her self-storage, including my property there. And because I'm a Nigerian, I couldn't get no assistance. This is what's going on. I want the BAI and the civil rights organization to help me. This Eric Adam is a black American that believes he can bully me as a Nigerian and nobody will hear my voice. And he's been insinuating that he expects the police to kill a black person soon. He said that's why he hired Sewell. He said, as a matter of fact, when he interviewed Sewell, he played a simulated video in which the NYPD was killing a black person wrongfully, and Sewell cried. I said that's why he hired her, because her tears would be good as PR for the NYPD. And Sewell abruptly resigned. She was commissioner of police for 1 year. And in that 1 year since last year she was commissioner, they were trying to kill me. They had a Spanish female follow me to the bathroom at Pier 25 here in Lower Manhattan. They call this area Tribeca. And as soon as I got out of the bathroom, she came with a muscular black American male. She said somebody told her that that the cell phone she left in the bathroom, I stole it. She said the janitor told her that. I was like, I didn't steal your cell phone. As I was about to call 911, she didn't want me to call 911. She told me not to call 911. And she was trying to block from calling 911, and she and the black American male muscular guy were attacking me. And they attacked me all the way up to the street. The cars almost ran me over the West Side Highway. But I meant to call 911. The police came, and she was laughing as the police showed up. And the police were acting provocatively. And they were saying, under their regardless direction, that the whole homeland should be moved to the psych ward. They want to move it to the psych ward. They don't care. They don't care what the Spanish female did to me. They want to put me in the psych ward right there and then. I said, you can't do that. And the Spanish female was laughing. I called 911 back. I said, I'm in trouble. Your police set me up. The Spanish female was falsely accusing me of stealing a cell phone. And the police said they don't care. They want to put me in the psych ward regardless. And the 911 forwarded my call to the IAB, Internal Affairs Bureau, and they forwarded my call to the voicemail. I left them a voicemail, they didn't answer my phone. So I've been choked. My friend Arugana choked herself. I'm going to upload the video of me being choked to your BAI. Please, BAI, tell the world this Eric Adam is orchestrating black American attack on other black immigrants. They said they abruptly left a meeting with Biden that was supposed to help migrants in New York get a place to stay, because I guess he was angry that the FBI was targeting his campaign staff, allegedly a 25-year-old female that they said he was staying with, as well as his campaign manager. And so, I'm a human rights activist. I call out his excesses, and I'm facing barrage of attack. I say historically, some black Americans don't like Africans because they believe Africans sold them into slavery, and whatever power they have, they try to use it against them. So this Eric Adam wants to cause a problem between the African Americans and the blacks in diaspora, especially against Africans. And this is wrong, and international and the Democrats here in New York are not helping. It's like they don't care if the black on black genocide ensues. And also I was trying to hold Bloomberg accountable, because when the NYPD took my home in 2010, Bloomberg was mayor, and he was encouraging racial policing. And the NYPD came and took my home, sexually harassed me, and Eric Garner was trying to help him with my court papers. They went and choked him dead close to my birthday on July 8th. They choked him dead in 2014, July 17, 2014. My birthday is July 8th. And now they have the Port Authority police join in. Anytime I try to use the bathroom, the Grand Central, I've uploaded videos to BII Twitter page showing the Port Authority police bullying me. Accosting me in the bathroom with a gun, armed with a gun, and won't let me use the bathroom. Any bathroom I try to use, they bring the police. The Port Authority police also has joined in. The NYPD has joined in. They have some Spanish civilians join in, and they want to create a massacre. And under this Eric Adam is going on. I'm being attacked. I believe that the black American population is... black Americans have the population to take on Africans. And he also has his police get rid of Africans selling stuff at Canal Street. I'm close to Canal Street right now. So as I'm charging my phone, people come by me and start coughing towards me. All kinds of provocation like that, unwarranted provocation. And they said this Eric Adam is friends with Bloomberg, and Bloomberg was practicing racial policing, which the Brooklyn Federal Court ruled as illegal. But they still continued, and they killed my friend Eric Garner like a year after the Brooklyn Federal Court, under the guise of broken windows. Eric Garner was promised to help me with my court papers, and they went and choked him dead at the same spot where I was recording him some weeks earlier. In that 2014, saying he was going to help me with my court papers against the police. And the police I was recording him, and the FBI was tapping into my phone because I used to have an immigration problem. My mother had a green card and brought me to the country in 2000. And I had a visa also, but the immigration arrested me, said children are not allowed to follow green card orders here to America. So they took my fingerprint, the immigration sent it to FBI, so the FBI has been tapping my phone since then. So they had my recording of Eric Garner when they promised to help me with my court papers. And all of a sudden, weeks later, the NYPD went and choked him dead on that Bay Street. And the FBI didn't submit my video, which they had the phone tapped and got in every video I recorded, get it. They didn't submit it to the court. And the FBI and the DOJ, U.S. Justice Department said they don't want to be involved in Eric Garner's case. And Eric Garner's killer beat the case at the Staten Island court because the grand jury dismissed the case for insufficient evidence. They didn't let me testify, So I've been homeless on the street, and so they're trying to get rid of me because I know their secrets. So they either aid and abet people that are hostile to me, like my mother's daughters that was able to kill my mother. My mother feared they were going to kill her for insurance money, and they don't help me get justice. My friend Eric Garner also was killed. And Bloomberg also is racial policing. The NYPD was able to use this racial policing to target Eric Garner and kill them before I could help him with my court papers. I said Bloomberg now is friends with Eric Adams, encourage Eric Adams, or sponsor Eric Adams to become mayor. And since he became mayor, Eric Adams is saying they're going to kill a black person soon. It's like he's using the power of suggestion, almost like Trump that incited, that allegedly is being prosecuted for inciting January 6th insurrection by the power of suggestion. But because it's black American, I'm an African, nobody's taking this case serious. So I'm being attacked in the bathroom everywhere. And now that Eric Adams is in trouble again, I'm afraid they may try to make a statement through me because he's been saying the police is going to kill a black person soon. So I'm being accosted, I'm being attacked. I try to use the bathroom at Pier 25. They harass me there. They bring the police with guns. So this is a genocide. It's a war crime. They don't let me use the bathroom. Please contact the international community. All the whole world needs to tell the American government, arrest this genocide going on in New York City. New York is supposed to host the World Cup in 2024. This is not nice to bring foreigners into this kind of danger. There's going to be a lot of Africans that play soccer that are going to come into this. So I'm being treated like a joke. The police are attacking me everywhere, and they can charge Trump. And also Elisa James, she was the public advocate, when my mother was still alive. She was the public advocate, and she was mainly helping black Americans sue, private landlords. And I called her office, and, our office is located here by City Hall. I'm close to City Hall. I called her office, and the suspiciously told me that I don't want to talk on the phone. I should come in person. And when I got there, I explained to them I'm a Nigerian. They told me they can't help me. Even though, the court had told Lolita James she should be helping people like me that have problem with the NYPD. But instead, she was helping black Americans that have problem with private landlords. And she was suing private landlords. And the court found her, said, she shouldn't do that. And I believe she continued helping the black Americans in contempt of the court order against private landlords and ignored someone like me. And my mother, who needed help, she was a public advocate. She should be going against the NYPD and other public agencies that are corrupt. And she didn't help us. My mother was left vulnerable, homeless, and her daughters framed her up and got her killed. And my mother was suspected for insurance money. So I've been dealing with all this, no help. I'm an African, and I'm just dealing with all this stress. The fame mental illness on me also. And also, now Lolita James is the Attorney General. So the Democrats are just doing whatever they like in New York. And, there's no kind of, proper control, supervision, even from their head at the White House. So the White House investigators as a human rights abuse. Because why the Democrats run America like this? And also, and it doesn't stop there, So Lolita just became Attorney General, and in 2020, Cuomo, a Democrat governor, said he wants all the homeless removed from the subway late at night at 12 midnight like this. They will close the subway door, remove us all the homeless with the NYPD, would tell us to leave. And we're not allowed back. So in the freezing cold, I'll be out here in the cold. So I used to hang around Lincoln Road and Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, 2020. Eric Adams was the borough president of Brooklyn. So I was at Lincoln Road and Flatbush Avenue, and this black American female at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., she came and beat me up. Climbed on top of me, was beating me up. The UPS camera was recording. There was another black American that would pee on me. A male will remove his genitalia and start peeing on me, and the black American female was beating me up. Boom, bam, boom, bam. It felt like a war was declared by black America in Africa. And I would cry and cry and cry, call 911. The police would laugh and tell me, we're not going to help you. I would call Lelita James on the phone. She created a special phone number for many black Americans to call if they have a problem with the police, that she was going to handle the police for them. So I called that number. Lelita James didn't help me. I told her, it's on camera. The black Americans are beating me up, peeing on top of me. I'm an African. I'm supposed to get a hotel room. Under the settlement agreement, the legal aid sued the city of New York in 1990s. Please don't be in contact of court order. And I was telling Lelita James this over the phone line. They never called me back. And then the same black American that attacked me, the female that climbed on top of me was beating me up. The UPS camera was recording it. And the phone booth link server camera was recording it at 2020 on Flatbush and Lincoln Road. Some days later, this same female left her house. She was living like a few buildings away from that area. Followed me on the way to the bathroom. I have diarrhea. At the Prospect Park bathroom, there was a police camera recording and was menacing me. Was trying to obstruct me from using the bathroom. I almost messed up my pants. So I called 911 again. I said, they're using this female to accost me, attack me. There's a police camera recording this. The police wouldn't help me that day. So I called the IAB. I called 911. They transferred me to the IAB. The IAB, I left a message for the IAB. I said, there's a police camera recording this black American female. She's out of control. She'll beat me up late at night. There was a black American male who would pee on me with his genitalia. I said they're declaring war on Africans, and under this, Eric Adams was borough president of Brooklyn, and he was saying they should get rid of garbage. As a homeless, I was carrying my belongings with me, and they'd be calling me garbage. You don't want you in Brooklyn, you're garbage. They'd be beating me up, peeing on top of me, on camera. So, I called the NYPD. I said, please review the camera. This is a black American female attacked me again. On Lincoln Road in front of Prospect Park, there's a police camera recording. The police want to remove the camera and destroy the evidence, so I wouldn't have any evidence. Then also lately, I tried to use the bathroom at the Washington Market Park here on Greenwich and Chambers. So they've been harassing me there. The Spanish female I think this year, wouldn't let me use the bathroom. So I let white use the bathroom. We'll close the door when I try to use the bathroom. I won't let white use the bathroom. And then the Spanish female followed me and kicked me in my leg. I called 911. The police didn't help me. Then they brought black American female, so black American janitors now, and they won't let me use the bathroom. They will call me crazy. They will harass me. Call the police if I try to use the bathroom. Only let white use the bathroom. Then Caban, the new police commissioner, because Sewell resigned. Sewell was the police commissioner last year. That Eric Adams said should be good for PR. If they kill a black person, it's going to be good for PR. Because they said allegedly one of Eric Adams' friends, a police officer, pointed a gun at a kid, and Sewell was trying to get him disciplined. And allegedly Eric Adams reduced the discipline against his friend, who was also a police officer. So Sewell resigned in anger, allegedly. So Eric Adams now doubled down on his corrupt policing and brought a Caban. It's a Puerto Rican. They said it has a notoriety of beating up a black person in Harlem and getting away with it. The NYPD didn't punish him. They made him police commissioner. And it came down the block here. Some blocks here. This is Church. This is Church Street. And Leonard. So Caban, some weeks ago, came here to Church Street and Chambers and said we're going to be protecting children. And they've been using children to accost me and start up a ruse to try to get me killed. Anytime I try to use the bathroom at the Washington Market Park, they either, bring children to attack me. And the other park also around here, they will leave babies in the stroller and use it to block my way from exiting the bathroom. And disappear from leave the baby in front of my store. As I'm trying to get out of the store, I will see a baby abandoned in a stroller, and nobody there to remove the baby. So I would check my camera to record it, and somebody would jump out and say, "Stop taking pictures." I said, "Look, you're obstructing you're holding me hostage in the bathroom." And they were arresting me with the security and threatening me, that when I tried to use the bathroom at the Washington Market Park, since Caban came here, the police commissioner said, "Go to protecting children." They had a baby hit me with the door as I was trying to exit the bathroom stall. So they set up a rules for the having, little kids bump into me, and trying to create a rules where they can kill me. They want to make me look like a crazy African, attacking people, attacking everybody. So this is what is going on. I'm being set up, and they're having the police. The police has also joined in. They're putting signage saying we won't let hate ride in our station. And I believe it's a sarcastic statement, because anytime I try to use, the World Trade Center here, the Port Authority station, they have trains that go to New Jersey. So anytime I try to use the bathroom at the World Trade Center, some of the janitors will menace me, and the Port Authority police, some of them will join with them and won't let me use the bathroom, reject me. And when I complain to them that I'm a transgender, I'm expressing hate crime, they won't help me. And they put a signage there, sponsored by the Port Authority Police Department Association. We won't let hate ride in the station. So I believe they're referencing my birthday, July 8th, and that's the hate that they're referring to me as 8th. July 8th. They killed my friend Garner, the NYPD killed my friend Garner close to my July 8th birthday on July 17, 2014. And the NYPD choked me with the nail. I'm going to upload the video to the BAI Twitter page. They choked me with the nail on July 23rd, 2019. A few weeks after that, in Minnesota, the police put the nail on George Floyd. He died. But nobody helped me. George Floyd has got injustice. And Ocho also put a lot of the National Guard at the World Trade Center, and it said this year in Buffalo, a Black American female froze to death, and they needed the National Guard in Buffalo to help her. She called 911. She was a nurse. There was a snowstorm early this year in Buffalo. And she was freezing, and she called 911. She was stuck in her car, and they promised to bring her somebody to help her, but there was no National Guard to help her in Buffalo. A lot of the National Guard are here in World Trade Center, and sometimes they menace me. Some of them menace me with the Port Authority police. They come into the bathroom with all their weapons. It's a very intimidating atmosphere. I have diarrhea, and it's hard for me to use the bathroom. And they said, they don't understand why Hocho left a lot of these soldiers, National Guard at the World Trade Center in New York City, when it should have been in Albany, because they have helicopters. The National Guard has helicopters, and they're better equipped to free people during snowstorm. So it's a real mess. Whereby these Democrats are doing whatever they like, and between Ocho, Lisa James, and Eric Adams, my life is not safe. My life is not safe. So please help me broadcast the news. Now they're questioning me in the bathroom. If any bad thing happens to any Black American, they try to do a copycat attack on me. So now that Eric Adams is in trouble, they said the FBI raided his campaign manager's house. For I guess the people are suspecting maybe some campaign financing irregularities. I'm being accosted. I'm afraid. And this Eric Adams has said, they're going to kill a black person soon. The police are going to kill a black person soon. And, and it's promoting policy that will make it happen. Even the MTA chairman has joined in, said they need the police to get rid of the homeless. So, so a lot of the homeless are crazy. The homeless are majority black and Spanish. 90% of the homeless in New York City are black and Spanish. So it's an inherent racist policy when the MTA says, they want the police to be removing homeless and be arresting them and put them in psych ward. This goes against the Brooklyn Federal Court ruling that racial policing is wrong, and the NYPD has to desist from it. So they should be, anybody is encouraging the MTA to continue, and the police to continue arresting blacks like they arrested me, choked me down, and put me in the psych ward. They need to be, the charges of contempt of court order should be brought against them. And also the MTA has banned strollers like mine, from bringing strollers without a baby into the subway. And I believe that's racist, because, during slave trade, blacks had to have babies for their white owners, for the slavery population to increase. And they saw me bringing my stroller into the subway with my bags. They let whites bring light suitcases. As a matter of fact, the MTA has special buses in all of them that go to the airport, and they remove the front seat, encouraging whites to bring suitcases and travel on the buses to the airport. They tell people not to use Uber, to use MTA buses and trains. So a lot of whites bring suitcases. But because I'm poor, I can't afford those suitcases. I use a wheeler, a stroller to carry my bags. Otherwise, I have to buy a big bag and carry my bags on my shoulder. And my shoulder will blister and hurt. So, I'm like a slave. So I've been using the stroller to push my belongings, and they said now the police should be arresting people that bring a stroller without a baby. So they just use it either the call of law to arrest you, like tourism. And also during the COVID 2020, I used to put $34 on my card every week for a weekly ride. And back then they were scapegoating homeless blacks as COVID carriers. So after I put money in my card, within 2 days the MTA will wipe out the money, and my card will be rendered invalid after 2 days. So they were stealing money from my card, and I'll bring out my phone, start recording the serial number of the card, and I will say, FBI, I know you're tapping into my phone. Please prosecute this MTA. They're stealing money from my card. They're scapegoating me, stigmatizing me as a COVID carrier. There was an alleged black American woman. The police knocked her down because she wasn't wearing a mask properly. And I used to record a lot of boys not wearing masks, but the police wouldn't target them. It was mainly blacks that were targeted. I always wear my mask. But, they were stereotyping me as a COVID carrier because the COVID was killing more blacks, because a lot of blacks were exposed to it more. Some of the whites are well privileged, so they were working remotely, but a lot of the blacks were working on the field, like service jobs, like as security guards, as nurses, old age, so they had to report to work every day. So blacks were dying like forbes the number of whites. So blacks were being stereotyped as COVID carriers. So the MTA was punishing me because I used to report them for the abuses, and they were stealing money from my card. So they were carrying out like racketeering, Ponzi scheme, whereby they were taking money from my card. And when I put $34 there during the COVID, I didn't have any ID. I didn't get any stimulus check. I was just out here by myself. I'm an immigrant. I didn't get no benefits from the government. And the money I had, I was putting on my card. The MTA would steal it. So I stopped buying weekly cards. I was just paying paper ride. I was, they were extorting me and price gouging me, because they will steal any money I put on my card to prevent me from riding the train. So now they said they should be arresting people like me anytime we come on the train, even though I have a card. They're trying to forcefully deport me or render me psychiatrically ill, because my mother's daughters, were born in America, born in Florida, were able to declare her crazy and go to the hospital to put her in psych ward, and during the forceful transfer, my mother died. And they removed my mother's body. I went to dump her in New Jersey to bury her. My mother never lived in Jersey, and they never lived in Jersey also. They just dumped her there, so I wouldn't be able to attend the funeral, because my mother was telling them, I carry bags with me and it's very hard for me to get on the bus. So so I'm being set up as a non-American to be abused, and this is excessive torture, and I'm being targeted in the bathrooms. So please inform the international community. I'm being tortured, and this Endangerd is misruling New York, and it's trying to stand a xenophobia abuse by black Americans and everybody else on foreigners like me, and they're starting with Africans. So this has to be checked, and I'm being scapegoated. So this is what is going on. They deprive me of sleep. They attack me late at night, which is torture. You don't deprive someone of sleep. They're engaging in war crime. Only someone that has a criminal intent goes and rapes somebody late at night. They usually rape me late at night when everybody's sleeping. They deprive me of sleep in the subway, so I avoid the subway. I try to stand up all night, and also they come and attack me here. They know I'm always charging my phone in the cold. My hands is freezing right now. So I'm being tortured. Please BAI, please media, stop ignoring African like me. My mother has been killed. Raise awareness. This Eric Adam has to be caught on his excesses. If Trump can be prosecuted for inciting January 6th, it has left me endangered. It's providing hotel rooms for black Americans that were vacated like me. And I contacted him on social media like 3 different times, and it wouldn't help me. even as well aware that if someone is vacated, the city of New York has to provide them with a private hotel room because they have a special duty. The court has ruled separately that people vacated are not the general homeless. The city of New York took our homes and vacated us, and they had to provide us with private hotel rooms and give us money. And and they failed to help me. My mother was looking for a private hotel room, and the city of New York ignored us, and she's been dead. And Bloomberg, asked a case to answer, and this Eric Adams is creating an intimidation policy, in which they said, he used to boast and call white crackers, say he was able to handle them in his police department, and so and he has a lot of support in the police force, and some of the supporters of them or of his fellow supporters, they're accosting him and harassing him in the police force of different colors because he has a lot of Black American police support, and they also have some people of different colors joining them. So this was Governor.